welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm here today to bring you again the EFC 24/7 report. Mostly transfer rumours again today, with anticipating the transfer window that we don't know is going to happen, but that's what we've been dealt with at the moment. So we'll go through some of the news and see how legitimate some of it is, because to be fair, there is something in some of these rumours today. Some of them are complete rubbish, but to put it nicely, but we'll go through those and we'll discuss what we think is in that category and what actually means something, because there are a few credible rumours coming out of Everton today. So the first one to discuss is that Everton are apparently interested in Adam Lallana. 32-year-old Lallana is out of contract this summer with his deal at Liverpool expiring. Leicester, West Ham, Crystal Palace and Arsenal are also said to be interested, and that's coming from the Daily Star. And in my opinion, that has been plucked out of nowhere and there's nothing in that whatsoever. But it's a rumour, so we'll discuss it nonetheless. But I can't see any possible deal. Obviously goes against Marcel Brands' model of signing, and of course he would have to cross Stanley Park as well, which not many players seem to do. The last one obviously being Abel Xavier in 2000, 2002, something like that. A little bit earlier maybe, but yeah, not for a while anyway, so I can't see that happening. Some news out of Liverpool Echo today, saying that loans and swap deals could likely become a key part of the next transfer window for Everton, and to be honest, I think for every other club really, with the market going through some difficult times. There's going to be a global financial kind of lull, so I think it will have to be loans and swap deals for the moment. So that's what we're looking at for these transfer windows, transfer rumours, and Everton would prefer signing a top target on loan rather than buying a player who is further down their wish list. And they've also said, the Echo, that big money transfer deals are highly unlikely at this stage for Everton, as plans for Ancelotti's first summer in charge have been altered. Obviously, plans for everyone's transfer window has been altered, and we don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know when football's coming back, never mind a transfer window. But we'll see. And also, coming out to the Echo, Everton have been showing interest in signing Red Bull Salzburg forward Hwang Hee-chan. However, with big money transfers being highly unlikely, Everton are expected to prioritise quality over quantity. And he's an Asian player who did score against Liverpool in the Champions League for Salzburg. So, decent forward, seen him play a couple of times, and wouldn't be a bad addition to the squad to back up the likes of Calvert-Lewin, Moise Kean and Richarlison, but we are quite strong up front at the moment. Obviously, a couple of players are due to leave, Umani As and Cenk Tosun, so another backup forward would be appreciated. In other news, coming from Nico Shearer, who's an expert at transfer market, is some news, more credible transfer rumours saying that Everton's priority in the summer transfer window is a central defender and a midfielder. Gabriel Magalhaes is obviously the one we've been looking at throughout most of these rumours, and that's the one that looks credible really. That centre back does look very close to joining or making contact with Everton at least. Him and Alan, the Napoli central midfielder, being both those targets. Ancelotti will also make an attempt to sign Thiago Silva, apparently, should the Brazilian not extend his contract to PSG. Another club that Ancelotti's been at in the past. Now, if we were to snap up Thiago Silva, obviously not the type of player we've been generally going for. We tend to go to younger players, but he's a class player. He's a little bit older, but he will provide that winning mentality and some real experience to the squad. What we thought Fabian Delph might be able to, but hasn't been able to. Another one of a common name that we've seen linked with Everton recently, Everton Suarez. And Globo Esporte today reported that Ancelotti reportedly spoken to rumoured transfer target Everton Suarez on the phone, and the Gremio forward is said to have received a phone call from the Blues boss, who was claimed to be keen on acquiring him this summer. So it looks like there's something in that as well, considering the volume of traffic that's come out, to do with that rumour. So that's another potentially credible one. So there are a couple of names that keep popping up, and those tend to be the ones that there's something more in them. And another one of those is Adrian Rabiot. And according to reports in Italy today, his agents, his mum, has reportedly spoken to Everton as well. This is coming out of Gazzetta dello Sport, quoted via Sport Witness, and his mother is reportedly being in contract with the Blues over a potential move, but he's been linked with loads of other clubs as well. Pretty unsettled player. He was unsettled at PSG and now he's unsettled at Juventus as well, so I'm not sure whether to go too close to him. Obviously a quality player, but whether his attitude would overrule that. We've seen that with the likes of Delph this season already. Another one coming out of Inside Football has been to do with Mohamed Simikan. He's a defender who's been linked with Everton, who plays for Strasbourg, 20-year-old, and he's committed his future to the French club, despite being linked with Everton. So that's pretty much that with that one. I don't think we'll get any further with that. And one more name that has been popping up plenty is Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and it's popped up again today. Another one of my favourites, Football Insider, bringing irrelevant footballers of the past back into the fold. Former pro Noel Whelan has said Tottenham transfer target Pierre-Emile Højbjerg should join Everton instead. He said they're both desirable football clubs. Everton are very up and coming now. Ancelotti will have a full pre-season ahead of next year, so they will be exciting. Who does not want to work under him? Everton will be a better option because there are players such as Morgan Schneiderlin who will be moved on. He's not done enough, and Ancelotti has had enough time to look at players now. He knows who he wants at the football club. So wise words from Noel Whelan, but I do find them funny, the Football Insider ones. I'm just waiting for Stuart Barlow to come out and tell Bobby Firmino to go to Portsmouth or something like that. But yeah, that's the rumours for today. There are a few potentially credible ones there, to be fair, names that keep popping up. So whether it's just to fill column space as we've discussed in the past, or whether there is something in them, is yet to be known. Obviously, the Liverpool Echo coming out with some more news on what the transfer window may look like when it eventually happens as well, which is always useful. But that's the rumours coming out of Everton today, so let us know if you think any of those are credible, because obviously, as we've said, quite a few of those names have been popping up, and does that mean something? Let us know in the comments. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to the Toffee Blues. Follow us and myself on social media. My tag is below, and join us next time on the Toffee Blues.